a person within the Giants personnel, obviously you're going to play to win the game. You don't want to go. You don't want to end the season with a loss, obviously. But for me, I wouldn't want the playoff spot. I'd rather the better draft pick.
He's not ready.
And
he's not ready.
And not only that, even Daniel Jones isn't going to create that spark you need in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. Like
you don't have enough there to for him to do that yet. Next year, could he do it? Yeah, but again, that depends on what you're putting around him. And the same thing, and I'm sorry, and I always got to go back to the Jets here, because in the Jets situation, if you get rid of Adam Gase and bring in a knowledgeable coach who sees what Darnold can possibly do, peel away all the BS that's happened since he's gotten here, and the fact that they misused Bell and they just spend money on shit that they didn't need, or just give high money contracts to guys that just didn't pan out.
Exactly.
Like C.J. Mosley, prime example.
Uh-huh.
Tear all that away, right? Tear all that away. Tear away Greg Williams making one of the dumbest calls ever on defense. Take all that away, right? Push it all to the side. This is what you're starting with. Darnold at quarterback, okay? This is what you're building around. You have Becton on the offensive line. We're going to get 1 to 2 more pieces. So you go and you get Sewell, okay? Then you have, I think they have the 27th pick or the 17th pick. I forget where it was in the mock draft because of the trade with Seattle with Jamal Adams, right? Because they got a lot of picks out of that deal too.
Right? And they also got picks for Bell too, didn't they?
We got a comp pick because
not you guys, the Jets.
No, because they released them, so I don't think they got a pick for them. Because they released them, so I don't think they got a pick for them. We got the pick because the Jets kept them.
Okay.
So we got an extra third rounder out of it. So that was used last year. So
I would go offensive line
now. So obviously the number 2 pick, you pass up on quarterback. You get the kid from Oregon, Sewell. Right? I think that's where he's from. You get him. Then
you get a wide receiver.
Then with the 17th pick or the 27th pick, whatever it is, listen, if Waddle's there, if Devonta Smith is there, because they have a lot of these guys in different mock drafts, these guys are all over the place.
Jamar Chase can go quick.
Like, they even have Justin Fields going to Atlanta. And Atlanta's another prime example here. Julio Jones has already been named as a trade piece. So he's going to get traded somewhere.
The Giants look at him in free agency.
So, yeah, but he's going to command a lot of money. Even though he hasn't done a lot, he's going to command a lot of money because he's a big name. I wouldn't pay just for the name.
Yeah, we signed Golden Tate. The 4 year was $440, like $30-something million, $40 million. Well, he's not going to be here next year. I was reading that. So Nate Solder's not going to be here next year. That's right there is some money.
But they even have Justin Fields going to Atlanta, and I think Atlanta has like the 4th pick. They even had Justin Fields fall into the Lions.
They have 4 wins, so they have.
If I'm Justin Fields, my ideal team
would be the Falcons.
To go to because
Calvin Ridley.
Because you have Ridley, you have a decent defense down there, and if Atlanta doesn't re-sign Raheem Morrison, the interim coach, then you're an idiot because that guy literally created the spark this team needed when they were 0-5. And then they finally fired Dan Quinn, and yeah, they blew a lot of huge leads. But that's just what Atlanta does.
But they kept up with the Chiefs. I give them that though. You know, with that botched field goal by young Pao Chow Chu.
Oh, Yo-Ho Kim.
Yeah, comeback chicken.
Whatever his name is. But you know, as obviously the closer the draft gets, these mock drafts are gonna get a lot more. A lot of them become more accurate. And everyone's got one out already.
I do my own fucking draft in my own room.
And I even read
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I even read one where they have the Steelers with the 30th pick. Which to me, I'm sorry, we're gonna have the last pick. We're winning the Super Bowl. I'm just gonna say it. They have us drafting Najee Harris. Najee Harris isn't gonna be there. Najee Harris is gonna go within. If you're a team that needs a running back, case in point, somebody like Atlanta, who needs a running back. Sorry, Todd Gurley's not it. Todd Gurley already got friggin' demoted down to like 3rd string.
They'll probably draft a quarterback out with their pick.
But if they decide not to move on from Matt Ryan,
you
gotta go with Najee Harris.
They talk about moving on from Matt Ryan.
Yeah, but if they do, are they gonna trade him? Just release him? You can still get something for Matt Ryan.
Yeah, you can get some, but I have a feeling they're
Flip flop draft picks and Matt Ryan's part of the deal. Who knows?
I have a feeling they're getting rid of a lot of.
It's going to be very. These teams are going to get creative with how they're going to get more draft picks. Obviously, you saw the Jets. Listen, Adams didn't want to be here. They got a shit ton out of Seattle, and it worked out for both teams. And you can say, well, how did it work out for the Jets? Bottom line is this: the Jets are becoming like the new Cleveland Browns. They just stockpile picks. They'll suck for 10 years, and then eventually